189, clear takeoff, 27 right, 210, 15 knots. 189, clear takeoff, 27.
Hello everybody, happy new year and all that, and hope you've got some good New Year's resolutions, unlike me, and hope you had a good New Year's Eve if you did celebrate it. And need I say more? After that introduction, I don't think I do. Let's just get straight into it. So for my 27th birthday in November, my dad and my stepmom bought me yet another huge Lego set, but this is the first proper Lego as opposed to Lego Technics set that I've had for donkey's years really, and it's only bloody Concorde. Yeah, one of the greatest feats of engineering that has ever been, and I mean, I would have loved to have gone on it myself, but I've been on ones in museums but never actually flown. It was just under 2,100 pieces. It's not the heaviest or the biggest thing I've ever built, but it's definitely the longest thing I've ever built in Lego. And it's so bloody big that I've had to clear pretty much all my desk space so I could get it in. Yeah, just for scale, there's my hand on it. And it was quite interesting because whilst I was building it, the instructions every now and then gave you little factoids about how Lego designed this model, and so that you could sort of lift it up like that all in one go, they had to find a special way to interlock all the wings and the body all in one piece with all the little Technics connecting rods, and they did it. I'll just take you through it first off. I'll put it on the stand as well. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? So yeah, I had to build the stand for it, and it even has a little bit of information about Concorde. I don't know if you can, yeah, you should be able to read that. If you want to pause and read that at your own pleasure, then feel free to do so. But yeah, so I had to build the stand, which was the very last step. It was 21 bags it was split into. I thought it would take me a couple of weeks like the Porsche one did, or a couple of months at least like the Land Rover Defender did. Turns out I was wrong. This took me just under 2 days. And I did this all myself. I mean, with my eyesight, I'm pretty amazed that I did it really. So let's start at the front first. There's the nose cone, and just like Concorde, the nose cone can be tilted down like this for when it's landing or taxiing, but for supersonic flight it flips up and the visor covers the front windscreen. That's really cool. I love that. As we go further down, you've got all the details for the windows, and you've got undercarriage underneath, which I will demonstrate in a minute. And then you can see, actually, I'll just try and switch the camera angle round. So there you can see the rear undercarriage and each of the engines with their intakes. And then at the back, you've got the afterburners with yellow flames in them, which is really cool. And you've got the tail fin, which says Concorde on both sides, and you have the working flaps as well, which are manually controlled, so you can position them however which way you want. And the rear of the tail controls the undercarriage, and I will demonstrate that. But for the sake of realism, I'm just going to put the nose down as if we're already sort of just taken off, and the undercarriage is still down. And you operate the undercarriage by just twisting the rear of the tail. So undercarriage up. And as you can see, there's the rear undercarriage going up. And there we go. And then for landing, you put the nose back down so the pilots can see the runway. And then I'm just going to wind the undercarriage back down, because there is another feature of this Concorde which I feel is demonstrated much better and much safer when it's not on the stand, because it's probably more stable. So there goes the undercarriage, and there we are. Right, so the undercarriage is back down, and if we come to this section here, if we untab these little bits on the top, there we go. And if I do the same down this end, oops, I'll find that bit in a minute. There we go. And then if we remove this, there you are. You have seats. Look at that. That's really cool, isn't it? And actually, I'll tell you what, if I just take one of these off, there we go. So these are what the seats look like. They're just little sort of black poles with, I'm not sure what to call these bits, but they've got those stuck on. It's 2x2, and you've got the little space in the middle for the aisle, and they're connected to some flat grey 4ers with some flat dotless 1ers and some flat 2ers with clips. And by the way, please excuse my LEGO terminology, but that's what I call the bricks. That's what I've been calling them since day one in LEGO, and it shall ever be that. Another thing that I love about this interior, you've got the little serving thing for the stewards and that, and on both sides, those are toilets. Look at that, and it actually looks like the lid is up. That is just so well done. How they came up with this. When I was building this, I kept wondering what must go through the mind of a LEGO designer. You know, it's how do they think, okay, what parts are we going to use to keep all this together? What parts? Do they have an algorithm or something? I really do not know. I mean, I've had real fun building it, apart from it's put my back out a bit, but I mean, I don't really care that it's put my back out, because again, just look at the end result. Not a lot else to say really, is there? So, thank you very much for watching my first video of 2024. I hope you enjoyed it. As ever, don't forget to like, comment if you fancy, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video in one of my different guises. Cheers guys, take care.
And you'll open up your window and you'll suddenly find that a peanut has knocked on your door. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. If you understand this, then you're mad. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. And the singing is also quite bad.